In 1836, at the request of a Catholic bishop in Missouri, 6 sisters left France for a young and growing United States. They traveled up the Mississippi to St. Louis, settling in the village of Carondelet, 5 miles to the south of St. Louis. As their sisters before them, they divided the city, doing what each woman could do to serve their dear neighbor. Though her work may have taken her far from her Midwest roots, Sister Kathleen Crawley's work in social services is still about the dear neighbor.
I entered when I was almost 18 years old. And when I look back on that, I think, my Lord, I was really young. I think that I had some sense of wanting to serve God's people.
Sister Kathleen is a licensed clinical social worker. We caught up with her in LA, where she works in the pediatric department at Harbor UCLA Medical Center, a county level 1 trauma and teaching hospital in Los Angeles.
We've had a case where a mom died on the scene. The little boy was up with us in intensive care. The father was downstairs on the 3rd floor. We brought the father up to lay next to his son on the gurney while that son died. So it's just tragic cases. And the thing for me that I feel, it's, as I said, it's such an honor to be able to enter into people's lives at this time. I think a lot of the work that I have done in the past has been on the macro level, the social justice area, that always has implications for individual people. But at this point, I feel like my work brings me almost full circle as far as being a whole person, because I have to deal with people's feelings of hurt, people's feelings of anger, people's feelings of loneliness, people's feelings, all kinds of feelings are experienced when people are sick. It's a real honor to be able to enter into people's lives at a time when they're really experiencing great stress. It's helpful to be able to speak Spanish, because sometimes they'll see my face and the mom will go kind of like, oh, and then I habla español. Yeah. Oh, thank you, gracias. I think in terms of my spirituality, I can kind of see the Blessed Mother more in terms of her heart being pierced. I have more of an understanding of so many moms whose hearts have been pierced. And so it just helps me to have compassion. I think it goes back to that concept of the dear neighbor that I hold so true and so deep. I've been able to see people in their strengths, showing their strengths and showing their weaknesses. I've been able to show my strength and show my weakness. And I think that the thing I am constantly aware of is just how people try as best as they can. As best as they can. Somewhere along the line, I learned the phrase, you know where you stand by the table at which you sit. Who's at that table? And I think my life as a CSJ has allowed me to sit at lots of people's tables. And it has shown me that we're all the same. We are all the same. We all basically have the same values. We want the same thing for our family members as other folks do.